Hi, my name is Carissa and welcome to another video. This is my TBR list for December. As I've said in my last video, December is a very busy month and I've got a lot going on. So this is just my hopeful list. And I've noticed with my TBRs, they're very hopeful and I don't get round to them. Some of these have probably been on them before. So yeah. Let's just get into it. So the first book I've got in here is one that I'm currently reading and I'm listening to on my commute to work, and it's Words of Radiance Part 2 by Brandon Sanderson. So this is book 2 part 2. I've finished part 1. I'm quite a bit into part 2 and I'm really enjoying this. The issue I'm going to have, I think, is having a break after this, because Oathbringer is the next one in the series. It's only just been released and I don't want to read it and then have to wait like years for the next one. So I'm going to have a break, which is a bit annoying, but I'm really enjoying this. It's a really high fantasy series. It's one that I've really struggled with because it's just very high fantasy. If it wasn't for the fact that I read Brent Weeks' Lightbringer series, I would really struggle with this because there's so many different characters, so many different plots. But it's really enjoyable. It's just sometimes can take a little while to get back into it, especially when it's on a character you're not really that fond of. Shallant. But yes. So Words of Radiance, book 2 part 2 by Brandon Sanderson. The next one is one that I was planning to read today. I thought at the time and I'm like, I don't know whether I'll get it read today, but I want to read it soon, and it is Pax by Sarah Pennypacker. This one has got a lot of great reviews for it. It's for ages 9 up and it's just about this boy and his pet fox, and it's got beautiful illustrations in it as well. It seems like a really beautiful story and I just want to read it because it seems like quite a quick read and quite an emotional read, and I might read it today after I finish filming these videos, just because I need to get through a book as well, because I've been doing a lot of epic fantasy, so I haven't been getting through the books very quickly and I want to get through a book very quickly, and I've had this on my shelf for a little while and I just want to get to it. It's Pax by Sarah Pennypacker. The next book on this list has been on my TBR for ages and it is Flashful by Jenny Moya, and I really want to get to this book. It's basically about mines, I think. It's been so long that I'm actually starting to forget what it's about. But it's apparently supposed to be a bit kind of inspired, a bit like Red Rising, which I can kind of get from the mines. And the next book of this has just been released, so I kind of want to get to this one and then get to the next one. I got this in like Fairy Loot last year. I haven't read any of my Fairy Loot books, so this is one that I really need to get to. So Flashful by Jenny Moya. My next book I want to read is a reread, and it is Red Rising by Pierce Brown, because Iron Gold is coming out and I need to reread the series. I fell in love with it last year. One of my favourite series of all time. It got me back into reading. I'm very nervous about reading it again just because I've read so much since then. I'm worried the novelty has kind of worn off a bit. But I need to reread it for Iron Gold because I read through these so quickly at the time that I've kind of forgotten a lot of what happened and I just want to go back to it. It's about this guy called Darrow and he is a red, and he has to go undercover as a gold and take down the system, because the system consists of colours, and if you're red you're at the lowest position and gold you're the highest, and it's really stupid. So he's like, I want to do something about that, although he doesn't really want to, but he just gets forced into it. But it's a really good series and I need to reread it. A lot of people have been rereading it already for Iron Gold, and yeah, it's just, I need to read it. I'm not sure whether to read like them in the hardback edition, because I never, originally when I bought these books I didn't buy them in the hardback editions, I bought them in the paperbacks. So I'm like having this thought process now, like, should I read them in the hardbacks or should I read them in the paperbacks? Decisions, people, decisions. But Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I'm hoping to get to the rest of the series as well this month. I've just got the first one on the list because I know for me I haven't been reading very consistently. So I've decided this TBR month to just not put much on it and then be surprised if I read more than I planned. Because there are a few books that I wanted to put on the TBR list, but I know if I put them on it and I don't reach it, I'll get really frustrated with myself. So this is just the first one that I plan to read, because it does come out later on in January, so I do have time to read them all. I just want to get a head start with Red Rising. So that was my TBR list. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you're planning to read any of these books or you have read any of these books, and I'll see you next time.